field, the workflow pick list includes all workflows that are stored in the workflow library. Let's select the investment review workflow. In the Project Manager field, select the employee who is most likely to be responsible for this type of work. We will select Kevin, Investor. Each activity in the workflow may have an action person associated. This may be pre-filled in the template in the workflow library. Additionally, you may use placeholder names such as User 1 that will be filled in with actual employees at the time the workflow is assigned. For the tasks included in this workflow, there are two placeholder names for the action person field, User 1 and User 2. To assign employees from your firm to the tasks in the workflow, you need to choose an employee from the list in the User 1 field and the User 2 field. Let's select Reader Receptionist as User 1 and Patricia Planner as User 2. In the lower section of the dialog box, look to the Days Out field. This field displays the number of days until a task is due based on the start date entered. To finish, click on the Assign button located at the bottom of the dialog box. Advantage will then ask, "Are you sure you want to assign this workflow?" and we will click Yes. Look to the Project Activities area, and we see that the two action people for the tasks in the Investment Review workflow are Reader Receptionist and Patricia Planner. Now, let's add an appointment to the project. Look to the Assistant area on the left and double-click on the Add an Appointment option. The Add an Appointment dialog box will appear. In the Appointment Date area, let's enter a date for the appointment, such as October 5th, 2009. In the Start Time field, let's say the appointment starts at 10 a.m. In the Category field, we will select Estate Planning as the category. Notice that the Project field defaults to the project we are currently working on, Financial Planning Checkup. In the large Appointment Description area, let's write Meet with John and his wife, Emma. For demonstration purposes, we will skip over the rest of the fields in the dialog box. For a more detailed description of appointments, please refer to the Appointments tutorial available for download at ProTracker.com. To finish, let's click on the Save and Close button located on the upper right side of the dialog box. Now let's look to the Project Activities area and notice that the appointment was added to the Project Activities list and is denoted by the calendar icon. The next item we will add to this project is a note. Again, let's look over to the left side to the Assistant area and let's double-click on the Add a Note option. The Add a Note dialog box will appear. In the Category field, let's select Estate Planning as the category for the note. Notice that the Project field defaults to the project we are currently working on, Financial Planning Checkup. Further down is the Note field. Let's enter the text, Client likes bonds. To finish, let's click on the Save and Close button. And now let's look to the Project Activities area and notice that the note we just created has been added to the list and is denoted by the Music Note icon. The last item that we will add to the project will be a review. Review events are brief comments about discussions between you and a client. From the Assistant area on the left, let's double-click on the Add a Review option. The Add a Review dialog box will appear. In the Review Type field, let's select Estate Planning Review. In the Review Date field, let's enter today's date by pressing the letter T on our keyboard. Now, let's look to the Review Results or Comments field below. This field is used to enter a description of the review or information about the review event. Let's write Reviewed Finished Plan from last year. To finish, let's click on the Save and Close button on the right. Now let's look to the Project Activities area and notice that the review event has been added to the list and is denoted by the magnifying glass icon. To finish, let's click on the Project Summary tab at the top, and let's notice that the project we just created, Financial Planning Checkup, has been added to the list of all projects for John Sample. To conclude this session, remember that projects act like organizers in that they can track various activities that you work on for your clients. The next tutorial in the Projects tutorial series will focus on using projects for clients with fee estimates.